Hey guys, just doing a video review of the Life Colour Mud Pigments. It's a great set that was gifted to me by my good friend Orc Painter Nerd. He gave it me to just see what I thought of it, and here you can see that I'm opening it and having a look and seeing what we get in there. And then it's quite a good set. You get 3 dust pigments and you get 3 acrylic colours that go with it. Here I'm using some matte varnish. I'm going to mix the colours up using some matte varnish to give it some substance when it's dry, so it doesn't flake off and go all powdery. So I'm just using shot glass, pouring a little bit of matte varnish to act as like a gluing base. Then I start adding the pigments. So first off, a bit of dry mud, Northern European. You see I'm not very exact with it, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, excuse me. There's some red pigment. Use a cocktail stick to mix in a minute, I think, if I remember rightly. You can see in the background I'm using them to base my Malifaux pigs, Gremlins crew, excuse me, fumbling my words. So just adding a bit of the acrylic paint here as well, just to give some depth to the different colours and the mud pigments, so they're not too powdery. Again, not very exact at all. Just add a bit and then go from there. As you can see, here we go. Using there's a coffee stirrer. Just give it a good mix. Get the consistency that you want. And once you're happy with the consistency, time to start adding it to your bases. So I think I added a little bit more before I did. Yeah, I definitely did. The cups are a lot fuller than in the last scene. So there, once you're happy with it, it looks just like mud. Probably could go in the garden and just mix it with PVA, but it's a good product. So you can see I'm using Sammy the Crew on a built-up base that I've made it for her. Just using the cocktail stick, just push it onto the base. So it doesn't matter if it's a little bit messy. After all, it is mud and it's meant to look messy, and as you know, it gets everywhere. And just carefully pushing it round, and any spaces under the back that you want to got in there as well. You can see it doesn't take any time at all to apply. It dries very quickly as well once it's gone on. So here's her licks. Just smearing it onto his base. The great thing about using the coffee stirrers as well is because they're so thin, any small gaps like I've made here, you can push that under the edge, and you can get it into very small spaces. Taking a bit more time with him because he's my crew leader. And onto one of the slop haulers. As you see, this one's directly on the base because I figured they wouldn't be standing on the gangways and walkways, they'd be running around the mud, feeding the pigs and hauling their slop. As you can see here, I'm not very careful, just smear it over his feet, just push it all around the base, give it good coverage, make sure there's a good texture on there. I think I even put some up his trousers and that, because he wouldn't. Yeah, look, here we go. Just rubbing it onto his trousers, because you wouldn't walk through the mud and not get any on your trousers, especially the inside. If you've ever been on a walk with your dogs or anything like that, the inside of your legs is always the worst. There we go. Okay then, now just using a cotton bud to where I've got a bit over the top and it's come onto the edges. Just using a wet cotton bud, swilling it out as well. Doesn't come off very easy, but you use a cotton bud and pull the excess that you don't want on the edges, and it does come off. So it takes a little bit of work, but that's what the hobby's all about. Okay then, next coming up to the pigs and having a look at them. So this is where they're all dry now. This is what the finished results look like. I think they look very good. They dry out quite nicely as well. The varnish helps, as I said, seal it all in place. Gives you a very good finish. I think it looks very realistic too. So cheers for watching, guys. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.